episode of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZV number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. Bucks and six, bitch.
I am the Eric J.
Only known as
The Eric J.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew of the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
Mr. Boy K. Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
But better known as K. Diddy.
Take that. Well, y'all.
Well.
We are here.
That was something.
For the first time since 2017, the Bucks won in Phoenix. They won Game 5, 123-119. My goodness, y'all. And let me be honest with you. I took a pregame nap, and it bled over into the first quarter.
Oh, Lord.
Ditto.
And I woke up and I was like, yo, what is happening?
Every week we show our age on this podcast.
Hey, what? What?
I had to take a nap. I knew I was
going to be up. I had to take a nap. I wasn't going to make it otherwise. But no, for real. But I looked back and I was like, the Bucks had like 7 turnovers in the first quarter alone.
It was ugly.
It was rough.
They had 5 all the last game.
Yeah.
But it was Phoenix came out hot. Like they was not missing for shit, bro. And we just couldn't hold on to the ball. it really was. But Drew started off hot and he just kind of carried that shit throughout the game, which I truly appreciate.
Yeah.
But
Suns came out hot, no pun intended.
Yeah. I mean, like, shout out to Seth Partnow from The Athletic. On Twitter, he was saying like the 37 points in the first quarter, like that was unsustainably high shooting from Phoenix. Like I think at one point they were shooting like 80% from the field. Like, you know, that's gonna come down over the course of the game. The real problem was the Bucks offense was just terrible. You know what I mean? Like it turnovers, bad shots, like just disjointed offense. The fact that they were even able to score 21 points was a feat because it felt way worse than that. But they turned it around right away in the second quarter. Like, I think they started off the quarter with like an 11-3 run or something like that. So they got that shit in order real quick.
Yeah, and that's crazy too because I saw Giannis played the whole first quarter. So of course he sat at the beginning of the second, and they went on that crazy run with Giannis chilling.
Yeah, I mean, according to Kendrick Perkins, that's why they went.
Oh my god!
And other talking heads, you know that Giannis was just in the way, you know. He on some goofy shit. Anyways, yeah, he started off on the bench shit like that, and they started cooking. And Connaughton, dude, Pat Connaughton has
another
been
good Pat Connaughton game.
The entire run, basically, like he's been hitting some, not necessarily clutch, but like timely 3-pointers. Like
he has made the most 3-pointers in the finals.
Wow.
For the Bucks.
I didn't even know that. Wow.
And it's always when they need, I mean, like you always need 3-pointers, but it's like when they really need them, like where it's like you can't.
Or momentum changing threes.
Like you either stopping a run or you launching something. Like
yeah, all them goofy dudes during the regular season. Why are they giving the ball to Pat? Why are they giving the ball to Pat? We are seeing why they were giving the ball to Pat. Like he's coming through. He's doing again a perfect role player game. 4 for 6 from the field, all 3-pointers, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, some big rebounds too.
Big boys.
Like there's that one offensive rebound. He like
his only offensive rebound tonight. Yes, he went and got that. Plus 10 on the night, 14 points for the boy Pat Connaughton.
He had a great game.
That's interesting that's the first person that we named off. Like for the first, but I mean, like for the first time, it feels like in the playoffs, like all 3 of the big 3 had a good game. Like
yes, they did. I got the stat lines for you, and they all took at least 20 shots, which is what we pretty much expected to be the mix for this team. So starting off with the minute, God, Chris Middleton, 44 minutes tonight. 12 from 23 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 29 points on the night. He also had 4 turnovers, 3 fouls. Giannis, 41 minutes. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and go with Drew. He had 42 minutes. 12 from 20 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. No free throws, which is interesting because he was down.
He was
there.
getting his ass whooped, yeah.
Yeah. 13 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 27 points.
Wow. He had a hell of a game.
And then you got Giannis, 14 to 23 from the field, 0 from 1 for 3, 4 from 11 from the free throw line, 9 boards, 6 assists. Yeah, that is not Giannis stat line. He was actually a negative or -7 tonight, plus minus.
Yeah, because of the first quarter.
Him and PJ.
Yeah. Just to summarize what you just laid out, Giannis, Drew, and Chris are the 5th trio in NBA Finals history to each record 25 points on 50% shooting in a game. They're the first to do this since James Worthy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Magic Johnson in 1995.
Wow.
Very impressive. Just to be clear, Phoenix's big 3, or their version of their big 3, had 40 from Booker, 21 from Chris, and 20 and 10 from 8. 21 and 11 from Chris, and 40 from Booker. So it's not like
it
was a fucking fight the whole time, man.
Phenomenal game. Like it
was a great game.
Like it's a cliche, but if you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball.
And
I thought we was gonna run away with it.
I did not. Like I knew it was gonna be tough. It's funny because it's like so many fans like, oh, this is such a great game. And meanwhile, I'm having like a heart attack. I'm like, I can understand why you say this is a great game because it's close. There's theater and all of that. But like, I want the blowout. Like, I can't handle these close games.
I can only say that after the fact. Like during the game, I was like, fuck, put this game away. Like now, in hindsight, it's like, that was
like
a great game.
We're gonna go back and rewatch these wins and be like, man, like this was a good game.
Yeah.
So how y'all feeling, man? 1 game away. Y'all Bucks fans, man, y'all been waiting for this moment for a very long time. Like let me know how y'all feeling right now.
I am trying not to jump the gun. I am trying not to celebrate because the job is not done. But to be a win away from winning a championship with the chance to do that at home.
Yeah.
To actually do it in 6 games, Bucks in 6 for real for a title.
Can we crowdfund to get Brandon Jennings like some courtside seats for that?
My God, if Brandon Jennings is not in town, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? We got to get Brandon in town.
Okay, that nigga got money.
Matter of fact,
but get him some seats. Yeah.
Just bring back all random Bucks back to this game. Just
Barry Sanders, Luke Baumute.
I want to see OJ Mayo. I want to see Nate Walters.
Dan Gazzaree. I forgot about dude.
Bring those squads back.
Desmond Mason.
Baumute.
Tim Thomas.
I know Ersan's still active, but go ahead and bring him back too for a game.
Oh, for the culture. Let's go.
Like, come on, man. Bring Ersan in too.
Bled.
Yeah, bring Bled in too. And John Henson. Find John Henson.
Hell yeah, John Henson.
John Henson deserves some tickets to this game.
Do we want to bring Malcolm back too? Just because?
Yeah, Malcolm can come. Come on, Mel.
You was on the first round, bro. You almost got one.
Come on, play cuz. Come on through. He's still my play cuz I got the autograph picture in the back, fam. But no, yeah, it feels good. Like I was able to experience a Packers Super Bowl win downtown after the 2010, that was a long time ago. And all I kept saying was, I can't wait to be able to feel this for the Bucks. I can't wait for the Bucks to be able to do this. Like, love the Packers. Milwaukee really F with the Packers for real. But the Bucks is our team. Like, does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
how it does.
They got Milwaukee on their jersey.
Bucks. Like they have our city. Like, it's different.
Like, unless you know geography, like you wouldn't even know Green Bay is in proximity to Milwaukee. Like,
it's different. Like, it feels good. Like I am so excited for Tuesday, and I'm going to use this moment right here Just let everybody know if you're looking for me at work on Wednesday, I ain't gonna be there.
Like I totally understand your point of view, Camille, and for self-preservation purposes, like I'm looking at it the same way, but I feel like as a fan, it's my job to be confident. It's my job to celebrate,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a third win in the finals. Like I'm not gonna celebrate like it's the title, but I'm happy than a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like I'm very pleased. Like the players, like they can't look ahead and act like they won a title already or whatever. But like they got to stay locked in. But like whether I'm locked in or not, like they gonna play how they play. So
that is true.
I don't have to stay focused. But yeah, like I said, for self-preservation reasons, like I'm not gonna allow myself to think like this really gonna happen. But I feel good, man.
It's looking good. Like I feel good about it.
Like I said before, like I had confidence going into game 5, just kind of how we started moving in games 2 and 3, and I don't feel like we're gonna lose at home anyway. Like it's been an anomaly. Not saying that we can't, but I don't think that we're gonna lose. They don't want to wait. We gonna want to finish this at the crib, dog. And I'm it's still kind of surreal. We have 1 L in the entire playoffs at home,
which they shouldn't have lost like that.
No,
they was pure trick off. Like
it was fucking around that game. They thought that they could just flip a switch and they couldn't.
Like we haven't. I don't know how we got this far. That fucking lob.
That steal
and lob, like Drew. That man came to play on both ends of the court. Like there were 2 steals in particular that I'm like were huge sequences. Like obviously, like the game sealing, like first, like the fact that you just ripped it clean from Book, raced out, found Giannis streaking, and threw it basically a perfect place where only Giannis could go get. I mean, granted, it's Chris Paul there, but like the only where Giannis could get it, like on the money, like in that time and situations, like crazy. And then the other one was like I think in third, where he ripped Book like just at the top of the key basically, and then took the pull up 3. Yeah, I'm like
crazy.
Yeah. So and like you said, like he got into foul trouble early. So I wanted to kill Bud in the first part. Like, and not in like the way that everybody's just like, oh my God, Bud, what the fuck? Like
Jeff T.
If they like it's one like I get it. Like conventional wisdom is you play against a fall trouble. He was ass.
He was Jeff T in the first quarter.
He looked off Giannis one possession. He took I don't know how many shots he had, but it was way too many. Like Tim said, he was getting cooked. Like I think he committed 2 fouls or almost committed.
Yeah, it was just like
a second foul.
Running around.
0 for 1 from the field with 1 board, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 1 foul, negative or minus 11 on the night.
Yes,
my guy.
Like I know single game plus minus doesn't mean much, but that was on like it honestly felt like minus 21. Like he was ass, and that was the same thing that like Monty did with Aiden in game 3, where it's like you foul your own guy out. Like Drew, how many fouls did Drew finish with? 3 or 4? Like he was never in 4. Yeah, he was never in trouble of like actually fouling out of the game. So like to take him out when you're kind of losing grip of the rope in the first quarter anyway, like you can lose the game basically at that point. Like if you just keep like you take out your best players, like you can't afford to have Drew Holiday on the bench for like 5 minutes in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
Especially replacing it with Jeff T.
I do want to say though, I did get a little bit of what I wanted in the third quarter because Chris and Book was dueling for a second. It was going back and forth, and I was like, "That's what I wanted to see."
They're going bucket for bucket.
Man, it's a fun game. It is a fun game. Like we looking good to win the title.
We might be about to do it.
We really might be able like. This might
can't
really
nobody tell us
happening.
shit, bro. Can't nobody tell us shit. We get this chip. They can't say shit about Giannis. Bud bought him another year lease. Like, no matter what you say, because like I was
Damn, 365.
So I was having a conversation recently about it with a guy, and he was just adamant about Bud being like a great coach and all of this shit. But the one thing that you can't take away from him, if you remove the context of the seasons and you look at his records, he has if we win this year, he'll have a conference finals, second round exit, and then a title in 3 years. That's a hell of a run in your first 3 years with a team. Like, no matter what you say about it.
I mean, context does matter, though.
I get it, but regardless, like,
but the stats alone,
you got a chip in your third year with the team. You almost got one in your first year. Like, it's gonna buy him at least another year or two. I'll give him at least another season, but for sure.
He of course has bought himself another season. They're in the finals.
Like, this shit is. But it's been great to see like the adjustments that he has made, though, in order for us to kind of get to these points when everybody was kind of complaining about what adjustments to make, like post game adjustments. He's done a fantastic job about trying to put us in different situations and kind of still learning and growing with the players as well. So it's been good to see like the team as a whole. Again, we said it before, we've said it all season. I've said it before. This team is different. We got to believe the shit. It's time to believe the shit. Go ahead and just believe the shit. Be happy about it. Be good about it, because this different ass team may get us a chip.
One thing that's interesting is that after the last game, I'm paraphrasing, but I think it was Drew Holiday who was asked about Devin Booker's big game, and he was kind of like, he kind of went more ISO, and we were okay with that. Like, he just admitted, like, we were okay with that. And this game again, Book had himself a game.
How many you finish with?
Finished with 40. 17, 33 from the field, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line, 4 or 5 from the free throw. Everything else is, dibble dabble, but another 40 ball for him. But during the game, I was literally like, they're okay. Like, this is what they want, because the ball's not moving. It's just ISO ball.
I got 2 points on that. One, Devin Booker is the first player in finals history to lose back-to-back games despite scoring 40 plus in both games.
Damn, that's Bradley Beal shit.
He's only the fifth player to ever do that in any playoff series. So, like, that's very rare. But to your point, like, they're fine with him going ISO. And there was a point, it must have been during the third quarter, where Mark Jackson was like, if I'm Milwaukee, like, I'm not allowing Devin Booker to just continuously cook my defenders one-on-one. And I'm like, yeah, if you forcing him into tough shots, like, if he's not creating for anybody else, like, no, don't send help, because then you're just opening up the defense to exploit, like, to get open shots for other people. It's like, basically, like, that's what they did with Durant too. It's like, PJ know he gonna get cooked. Like, he's fine with that. He gonna make him work for it. It's not like he's just like letting him go, drive for easy layup. Right, like, you body blows basically. But again, like, as long as you're staying one-on-one and you're at least making them work for it, and like you're forcing missed shots occasionally, like, that's better than double teaming or blitzing or whatever, which then again opens you up to being put in rotation and people find open shooters.
And after the game, Monty Williams brought that up too. And he pretty much said, like, that Booker ISO stuff got to be dead. So looking forward to, well, I should say looking forward to, but it's going to be interesting to see what changes the Suns try to implement in Game 6, because at this point, there's been 5 games already played. These players know each other pretty well at this point. So how many more wrinkles can you really throw in at this point?
Your shit better than they do. So that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And like Tim, you read off the big 3 for the Suns earlier. You forgot they actually had a big 4 today, because Mark Davis was cooking. Mark Davis had it going. ISO pull up, bucket.
He said ISO pull up. Man,
like him and Book were tag team and like I say that facetiously, but like Mark Davis was terrible tonight. Like, there were a number of calls that were just like, and on both sides too. Like, it wasn't just like cooking for the Suns, although it was a little lopsided, but like he was just like mission, like he's right there, like that knockaway that Booker had, that was basically like that thing that he did to Drew in game 4, like where he like contested and went up and like grabbed him by the waist and then knocked the ball away.
He did it again.
He did it again, and it was a foul again, and didn't get called a foul again. Like I don't know, like maybe learn them tricks from Kobe, where it's like, you know how to position yourself so that the referees aren't in position to see the offhand. Speaking of the offhand, like every time he drops, like he creates separation with that offhand. Like it's a stiff arm and he doesn't extend. So like I think that's why he doesn't get called for it. But goddamn, he be pushed off. I mean, respect. Like if they ain't gonna call it, keep doing it.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts about the game is after Giannis caught that alley-oop and pretty much sealed the game. They stare down at the camera.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was tight. And Drew was flexing like it was. This just has to be remembered as the Drew Holiday game. Like it was all the big three showed up for sure, but it was Drew who was the one who was consistent. He was the steady tonight, and he brought it on both ends. Like
the whole game,
crazy game from Drew, and he was in foul. He got in foul trouble early, so he had to adjust. Crazy game. Going into game 6 at home, my guy had already called me. He said it's $1,500 for standing room.
1,500 for standing room. 1,500.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Nice. Jesus.
Oh,
because like I didn't realize that they released tickets for game 6. Like they released those early, like when they did like 3 and 4, basically. And
that was in case.
Yeah, and I should have looked in. But
LeBron was at the game looking all salty.
His shirt was trash.
He came on that. Man, I don't know what that. I thought it was leopard print at first, but it ain't leopard print. It was like
it was some kind of a print, but it wasn't like all. I don't know. It was ugly ass shirt. Like just because something costs a lot of money, don't mean it look good.
That's a fact. Frank Madden just tweeted this out. Giannis now has 99 points, 20 assists, and 2 turnovers in the last 3 games. His decision making with the ball has been nearly perfect.
Tonight he had it going. Like the way he was passing the people.
Yeah,
it was beautiful tonight. Like he was hitting people with rhythm, stride. Like that
one where he caught Middleton cutting. Like when he was going to like the turnaround and he just passed it to him.
Even the bounce pass to him, just like kind of like the quick little one touch, no look bounce pass to middle at the top of the key. I was like, okay, all right, I see y'all here cooking.
All right, so I'm gonna end it just asking this: going into game 6, how are you feeling? What are you hoping to see? Like last messages going into game 6 for you. So go ahead.
The first thing I want to see is the dude that was flashing money to get robbed. But
but I was like, man, you pretty ballsy to be on national TV with at least $1,200 in your hand. You still have more money to count, but you had at least $1,200 in your hand.
I mean, you sitting in the seats that are getting on that camera, like I'm sure you got a lot on hand. So like just being there anyway, it's kind of putting a target on your back. But no, seriously though, like just come out, play your game, like relax, basically. Like I feel like that's the one thing about this team. Like they don't lose composure, but I feel like they can get too amped up. Like I feel like that's why Giannis keep having to go off the court in the first quarter, because he's like, my heart is racing too fast. Like I need to slow it down or some shit. Like so I think like just keep it cool. Like don't try to do too much. You know what I mean? Like obviously you saw today, like you can come back even. Like, don't get down that much, but like, you can beat this team over a long period of time. So, like, you don't have to try to, win the game in the first quarter. Just stay the course, like, keep forcing turnovers. Like, the defense is winning you this series, essentially, because, like, their half-court offense is actually pretty terrible, but it's, like, the transition points that are really sustaining them. So, I just want to see the defensive intensity like remain where it's at.
Yeah, we got. I'll tell you how I feel. I feel our next episode will be our last episode for doing this until next year. That's how I feel about it. So y'all got one more time to hear us talk about these motherfuckers, because bro, we'll be done at the next one. After the next one, so I got confidence we'll go pull it up when we get to the crib. Yeah, they're gonna be frustrated. Yeah, they're gonna be upset. Suns fans are gonna find every little nook and cranny of a screenshot that they can find and go ahead and justify shit. But say la vie, my guy. Bucks and 6 round here.
Just to be clear, we do have a regular Tech episode coming up. So
I said this one. Yeah, this series.
He said this bonus series.
The series is over, bro.
For me, I want the Bucks to understand that the Suns are going to be extremely desperate coming out, and that they have to match that energy. Like, they have to come out and play no games. Like, this is not time to play with your food. This is the time to exert like dominance. Like, this is the time to separate from the pack. You do that and you're in good shape, because we've seen the Bucks beat this team in a few different ways. There was a tweet I saw from Jack Borman, and he says, not too often you will see a team have its best player go for 40, shoot 68% from 3 and 55% from the floor, commit fewer turnovers, have more stocks, steals and blocks, win the points in the paint battle, have every starter in double figures, have more second chance points, and lose at home. Like,
where the fuck did the Bucks win this game, man? Like, naming off all them stats, like what was the difference?
I'm looking at the team stats right now. If it's low the right way. Oh damn! I hope. Oh no, there you go. All right, so we got better field goal percentage. We have they shot 68%. They got better free throw. We got better rebound by 2. More assists by 3.
What's the turnover numbers?
12-9. We -3. But we have 17 points off turnovers to their 16. Like it's like 21 fast break points to their 12. That's what it was.
We want fast break points.
Yeah.
To my point, like they off is the transition that's keeping them ahead.
Yep. Defense leading the offense. So yeah, Bucks just got to come out, take this game seriously, play hard. Do it for Jim. Do it for Mr. Jim. Come on, let's get this championship in the Jim Paschke retirement year.
Do it for Thanasis.
Yeah, do it for Thanasis, who's out with the health and safety protocols. Like,
which I wonder if that contributed like to their first quarter, where it's just like you find out an hour before the game, like one of your teammates.
Just do it. Just come out and do this. Like, let's celebrate. That's how I feel going into Game 6. As Giannis say, let's dance. Ken, what you got for us, man?
I've thoroughly been enjoying watching the Bucks and watching the series. Period. I've gained a deeper respect for the Bucks, and I am absolutely impressed. I want them to continue to do what they're doing and win Tuesday, Bucks and 6.
Bucks and 6.
You on the bandwagon?
So we out here. Hey, mind your business when y'all see me down there. See what's the bucket gear on. Mind your business.
Ooh, listen.
But I'm in that joint.
If they win, ooh. Oh, by the way, y'all, this week's episode will be coming early because again, Game 6 is Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. If you have not listened to this week's episode yet, episode 208, make sure that you do that Tech Talk. Go check that out.
Yep, do it right now.
We'll leave it there.
I said this last week, but if you got any Bucks questions, like please feel free to submit them. Like we'll do a mail back if we get any.
And if you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
On the Twitter and Instagram at Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE, because
your mom is fancy.
At Bucks Burner on Twitter.
That's all you get.
Goddamn right.
Everyday_gentleman on Instagram. K Harris 216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ask Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. We only got one more of these hoes. I told y'all. I'm telling you, we see y'all next time. That's it.
Hey, don't call Drew Holiday
Drew
Drew Bledsoe no more. Like he is Drew Holiday forever. I just want to say that before we sign out.
Mm.
Peace, y'all.